Hello everybody, Quay LaFay here. Today we're going to be doing a couple things. First, we're going to be test driving. We're going to be getting to know our new Renault, our Renault T-Sleeper, with 1 kilometer on the odometer, nothing wrong with it, which you better hope for if it's you only have 1 kilometer on it. But we're gonna find a job. We're gonna do that. We're also going to see how changing the graphics affects my audio syncing issues that I'm having. That I should have been looking at. I lowered the graphics from ultra, because I've been running the games on the highest possible. But I've lowered that to high, which is still high, because I want the video to look nice. That's part I mean. The videos more are kind of background noise, but I'd like to keep some quality of life. Alright, let's get the cord away from the mouse there, put that there, let's put you in gear, and let's go. But I'd still like to have some production quality. I think it says yield, but I'll just wait. The directional sound is actually complete garbage. Oh, that's right. I can get rid of the gypsies. I shouldn't leave that on. Ooh. Yeah, the game does feel a little smoother, but maybe that's just me. I'd still like the videos to look nice, so there's something worth watching. But if I'm doing a voiceover, because it doesn't seem to struggle too much when I'm doing when I'm not doing a voiceover. When I'm talking, the audio seems to struggle with the video. Yeah, I'd still like to have better quality in the videos. Well, easy quality. Oop, oh. We're single axle today. Again. Yeah, I'd like it to still be watchable, because I feel like it's not satisfying to have the audio and video just out of sync on videos. It's just And then when I'm saying different cues, it doesn't make sense. Last episode I said the odometer goes from there all the way to there. That's a bad example. What I mean by that is there's so much space for millions of kilometers, which I like. But when I moved my camera, you guys probably couldn't see that too well because it wasn't in sync with the audio. Hoping this might fix that. I'm gonna check if it doesn't. I'm gonna lower the graphics one more time. If that doesn't fix it, then I don't think graphics is the problem. But I initially wasn't thinking that the graphics card would be an issue, because it's a fully dead. Yes, it's across a yes, it's across the cable to the computer, to my laptop. And no, it doesn't have. I don't think it seems to have the issue when I'm not talking. But when I looked at my task manager, it was spiked up. It wasn't hot, thankfully. It has really good cooling. It's just a box. I see that trailer horribly. Yeah, it's just a GPU and a well-air ventilated box with a power supply. That all the 750 watt power supply has to do is charge the laptop and keep the laptop charged, and power the GPU. Maybe the laptop's a big ask, a big ask because it's a whole computer, but Yeah. Power supply's not struggling, of course. I don't think. But the GPU, though, I was kind of surprised. And like the CPU, unfazed. That's kind of why the laptop is so expensive compared to. Other than it being a 2-in-1, it's yeah, just Core i7, but it's got 10 cores. 8 are efficiency, but still, that's 12. That's still 12 threads. I think my MacBook Air has 8 threads. Well, 8 because it's 8 cores. I don't think they do multi-threading. They don't really specify that. They would lie about that. Probably they wouldn't lie. Apple would probably deceive and say it has 12 cores, but there's really only 10. It's just multi-threading. Or more likely 6. It's just multi-threading. Yeah, the CPU in this laptop is perfectly fine. And the Windows laptop is perfectly fine. 12 cores is perfectly fine. I would see. I was starting to decide when I build a PC, when I have money to build a PC, that I was just gonna get another graphics card. But then again, I was still debating. I think the RTX 3060 will just be good enough. And like graphics cards are so expensive that almost $1,000 is better off as like not a car payment, but like a loan payment to start getting that taken care of for the student loans. That's a couple months you don't have to worry about. But now that I see, like, I mean, it's a lower range GPU for its generation. It's still a nice GPU, but it's a lower range for what it is. And that I bought cheaper than what it was selling for somehow, because I got a good deal. Yeah, I was still kind of surprised, just because the game performs so well. Like on my end, it's just maybe just struggling. Maybe it's just that little bit extra of I'm recording audio. Can you make sure that's all synced? No, it struggles with that. And like in past videos too, I've seen like some BeamNG videos for that career. I should probably look at it because my actually no, the career videos should be okay. Those shouldn't have my name in it. Because I know some videos do, and I've been those, so I'll admit it. I'm sorry. I think I want to edit those so I can put them back up without my name. At least they at least have a few of them at least have my last name. But a couple had like the title of my email. Like, oh no, let's get rid of that. They like to edit those videos, so I'm not worried about my name being out there. You see, I talk so much that I forget what I'm talking about. This doesn't happen when I'm talking normally to other people. But I've somehow drifted off the rails so badly with gaming that See, I'm thinking maybe RTX 5070, or maybe I think I want to go AMD. I stopped watching tech content a couple years ago, so I'm not really into the scoop too much on the Intel Arc graphics. But I'm not too sure I want to do Intel. I found a AMD processor. I think a Ryzen 9 that had 12 cores, 24 threads. That's the one I want to use for my next PC. Just because I want to easily run, maybe even smoothly run up to 10 virtual machines at once. Like I said, I had a semester that I could have done 7 at once, if I wanted to be as productive as I could at home. But I mean, the laptop, while it's more, yeah, I've already talked about this, it's more powerful than PCs at school. But yeah. I'm happy I don't have processor issues, but if I do buy that powerful of a CPU, wondering if I'm gonna have to do liquid cooling, I'd rather not, because while I've done a lot of computer repair, like I have replaced the battery on this laptop. Later that week, I replaced fans for a gaming laptop, which should all the copper things, the copper elements. I haven't. Yeah, and I've taken a computer apart and put it back together. I haven't built a PC. And my first build was already seeming to be more expensive than it should have been. Than it should be. For a first timer. Just like this truck's first time going through accident zones. So yeah, that's why I don't want to do liquid cooling. I'd rather be simple for my first learning stages. And as far as maintenance goes, I'm really only good at maintaining things with my car. I'm not sure how. I mean, I think survival instincts and like making sure I don't lose money would probably make sure that I don't leak any. Like for my liquid cooling, like that, the AIO, because I'd probably go with an AIO. That doesn't mess up. But I'd rather just have the fans. That was close. Way too close. Just using fans and no liquid of any kind around the computer for cooling itself off. You know, I cannot reference funny things. I must not. Also, I'm sorry if you guys just heard that firework. It's July 7th, because that's how bad I am at moderating gaming, because I'm on my break still. It's okay, I've been studying. I have the test tomorrow. A couple videos from now, I'll update you guys on that, and maybe I have my certification. But people still like to fire fireworks at 12 at night. Right now it's 7:30 at night. So it's acceptable. It is a couple days after July 4th. And no, I didn't get to enjoy the fireworks because I got out of work. I just missed the fireworks at my family's. But like it's nice to like see the fireworks and not hear them. I'd rather not hear fireworks days after the holiday's already over. Especially when they fire them at like at midnight and stuff when you're trying to sleep to get up early. It's just very inconvenient. I mean, I'm happy people are having fun, and there's not really too much of an issue with doing fireworks on July 7th. It's only a couple days after. But you kind of missed the day. And you kind of fired fireworks the day before, on July 3rd, July 4th, to July 5th, to July 6th, to July 7th. But yeah, whatever. They can do that. You know what? I need to sleep. 3 hours, 39 minutes. What's 3 hours and 39 minutes? Ooh, how much more new road? Because we have that. I'm surprised by that, even though I knew we were exploring. Nothing else new. Alright, how far away are you? 2 hours 58. Hey, that's actually pretty. That's the option right there. And then I'll end the episode, and I want to put my other laptop back up, so I can keep listening to Professor Messer for my test. And then you guys can just have the audio of the truck. This truck doesn't sound too great, but let's move through the trips. Yeah, I think that's just the odometer. Well, temp 93 degrees Celsius, not bad. Oh, there's another gauge. Okay, so there is the odometer after that on all the other pages about the first. So that is the that must be the trip meter, I think. And because that's a trip, or maybe it's just moves the odometer. I don't know how it works. I didn't miss. Okay, because I've been looking down and out at the road. I don't know how the system will work too much, because especially since it's a brand new truck. But odometer is there. Otherwise, if I have anything else at the bottom menu, like my range or stuff, we have other temperatures over to the left. 92 degrees Celsius for the oil. My gas and my diesel and my diesel exhaust fluid. My AdBlue. Fun. Air pressures, yeah. Or it's simple. Boy, I like how it lists every single menu that you can go through. That's nice. I guess I'll have the range up, that's the most fun. Somehow. Yeah, you can go over 3,000 kilometers on the tank. And I'm still gonna have to fill this up because that's how long I have this truck for. I wasn't expecting to go through Renault, but that was the first stuff popped into mind. I was like, hey, I kind of like the truck. And now this seems to be the only truck that this brand has. I have not. Oh, this is the only way to go. That's right, it goes off to the side. The exit's off to the side, is what I mean. There were other dashes that I haven't yet unlocked. So I might have to check those out after. I should probably check that out on the Mercedes too. But otherwise, this is the only truck, probably one of the only trucks I've been driving right now. Maybe I'll test another one after I go through all the other brands when I'm leveled up and everything. But yeah, I should get off the highway. I should get off the ramp. I do like this gauge setup. This is nice. I'm just curious to see what else there is. I like how the mirror, I don't have to move my view to see the mirror. That's nice. Oh, I've paid my loan. I've paid my loan on my other trucks that I don't drive that need to be paid off while I'm driving my paid off truck that I paid in full. That means I can borrow $210,000 if I want. 210,000 euros if I wanted to. But I don't need to. I'd rather do this profile without abusing the loans. Yeah, now we just gotta save up to 180,000 euros. Drive and find another garage. And then I have to save again for the next truck, but by then the loan will probably be pretty easy to pay off, so maybe I should just pay off that to save the interest. Then again, maybe it might be a high ask, and if I'll probably have this truck for a while by then. So maybe I should just buy the next truck before the loan. And then the next truck will pay off the loan before buying its replacement. And then that gives me more opportunity to just have more trucks in a more even time frame. Because like the last one, the Mercedes only had not even 5,000 kilometers. I had just hired a driver for that too. Let's see if they're doing anything. Let's see also if the audio is synced up here at 19 minutes and 40 seconds in. Driver manager, did I not hire a driver? I never hired a driver, did I? No! I thought I hired a driver. Oh no, I didn't. That guy was right there and I want to record. I'm glad I checked. Okay. Cool, I'm glad I checked that we had money for that. Also, while we're here, bank. Yeah, we have 285,000 left to pay off. Alright, well, we have a driver now for the Mercedes. And we are also put ourselves in neutral. I don't know why it does. I really don't know why it does that. Oh, shut off cruise control though. No. Yeah, this truck moves. I like, and the transmission seems to actually be geared for, I'll say, better efficiency. Also, I haven't tried the brakes on this yet. The engine brakes on this. Yeah, I need a steering wheel. I think I want to get just one of those cheap tables you can find at Walmart. Just like fold out tables, like just enough to like eat on. Because that's what we use downstairs. I want to use that because I don't want to put everything on. I don't want to like put the steering wheel on glass. So there's not really much to put here because of the way the table is. My desk is. So you know, I get. Or maybe I can actually just fix the one that's downstairs. Just to I can steal that because no one's using it because it's broken. I think that's what I'll do. And then I can get a steering wheel. Unfortunately, a lot of times, I'll just say sometimes I'm responsible with my money, so that's why I haven't bought too much yet. Well, I want to make sure that I can pay the things I need to pay for. I'm so used to, I'm sure I've talked about this in videos past, when I used to have so right now I drive a 2005 Buick Cross. I used to drive before that was a 2005 Hyundai Santa Fe. Because I never learned to work on it, in 8,000 miles I spent $4,500 in repairs, and they weren't. And the thing was, they weren't shoddy repairs either. It was like legitimate. Well, actually, I mean, yeah, they're good repairs, but they're cheaper. But the point is, they did the job. The repairs never failed. There's just so much kept going wrong with that old Santa Fe. Like, just every time I saved up, every time I saved up for, oh, that was a lag spike. Every time I saved up for a laptop, because I knew I needed to buy a laptop for college, I just had a $1,000 repairable because my starter went out and I needed to do an oil change, and my check engine light had just gone on for the 2 sensors. I need those fixed, all those fixed too. Or my car, I have just enough money to buy something, and my car will not just randomly will not start at school, and has left me stranded at school before work. I miss that car. I seriously do. Everyone thinks I'm insane for it. Just like how I'm insane for getting gas. Just because it's here. But that was a really good first car. I'm sure I've always said it, but if you want to get a first car, they're older. They're all older now, but I would still buy a first generation Hyundai Santa Fe. That was a good car to learn how to drive on. Very good visibility. Slow enough to where you wouldn't get in trouble with it, and it would probably cause you to learn how to work on cars. And there's still, other than that, they're a little breaking down. For mine, sometimes they're still safe, and a lot of them were reliable. A lot of them, those cars are decently reliable. It's just mine wasn't. and it was it was, when I was around, it was an 18-year-old car with 160,000 miles. How can you complain about that? Especially for a car with that many miles that didn't burn oil or leak oil. But yeah. Anyway, I should stop talking, but yeah, this is, first impressions are good. I am enjoying this truck. And it is time to end the episode, so I will see you guys later. Next episode is just going to be the second part of this. I'm not going to do voiceover on that because I want to study and, well, not study, but I want to watch the rest of my videos and also let you guys hear the truck itself. So, yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.